the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Abusia for any to say the New Patriotic Party amenyokuno aye dada afibia nhyiamu a omo etai eye a friend on National Delegate Conference. Any to say e koso ewo eye Legon Sports Stadium ho. Now the man on the floor is here amenyo eka say eye former Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia and at the same time former flag bearer aspirant of the New Patriotic Party 2024 general elections no. Na onen ho kafo Samira Bawumia e na chese igina eye stage sisi ameno e ka say na Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia e de eye powerful speech bi e tudwa. Na ni speech na de tudwa no am chese stadium ho de nko bia sorry ana de nko na it is possible ye chanted Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the slogan no. Na in fact Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kasa no oye onim defo na wonim kasa so yi na no so awo asan ate ti be mas bi osibi e kasa na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia e na no disem e tudwa no ana o chese party no momiema enkabo mu emra so be a Kramoni so be a Christian so be free Fanti so be free Ashanti so be free Northern region so be free him voter wase ye nyina ye nyepe ye nyina ye nkamu ni ehu ye nyina ye ho se ye baako na ye fight for ye party no enkanko me nkasa nche ye tie ne nsema ode to edwa no sisi ye
Kuru National Chairman, Acting the General Secretary, our former President J. Kufuor, former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who I'm sure are watching us, the former Chief of Staff, the former Second Lady, my beautiful Samira, members of Parliament, former ministers and former members of Parliament, former MMDCs, our national executives, external members of external branches, regional executives, constituency executives, electoral area coordinators, polling station executives, and representatives of other political parties, fellow crocodiles. It is with mixed feelings that I welcome you all to this National Delegates Conference. It is a joy to see the representation of our party from across the country converge once again for conference. I, however, would have wished that we would have been doing so under different circumstances. Yet, still, I am filled with hope that as we reflect and reorganize, we will soon be given the opportunity once again by our countrymen and women to serve and assist in rebuilding and transforming our nation. Crocodiles, the task ahead of us is one that we have to conduct with diligence and measure. In times like this, we should be focused on strengthening our bonds of unity and reinvesting in the ties that bind us. Our foundation and our strength has always been in building a united party. We have been the party that has over the years built the broadest coalition of citizens, not just to win, but to govern. We have been the party that has over the years offered hope to the largest diversity of our peoples. Under our tent, it has not mattered where you come from, whether you are Sofi, Fanti, Ewe, Ashanti, Gadanme, Krobo, Dagomba, Wala, Dagati, Konkumba, Frafra, or Mampusi. It has not mattered what religion you practice, whether you are a Christian, a Muslim, or a traditional African religious practitioner. It has not mattered whether you are rich or poor, or whether you are formally educated or not. This is why the root of our party resulted from an amalgamation of parties from different parts of Ghana and different interest groups. Let us remind ourselves that the parties that merged to form the United Party included the National Liberation Movement, dominant in Ashanti, the Northern People's Party, representing the Northern Territories, the Muslim Association Party, the Anglo Youth Organization based in the Volta region. Ga Shefimoke represented the Ga interests in Greater Accra region. The Togoland Congress focused on British Togoland interests. The Federation Youth Organization. It is clear, therefore, that the bonds of unity in diversity has been our lifeblood and our foundation. Now more than ever, we must refresh them and desist from any language, character, or actions that divide us. With unity and consistency, we can regain the trust of Ghanaians. If we are fractured and at each other's throats, none of us can cross over and lead us to fulfill this party's purpose. Let me say that tribalism and religious bigotry, from whichever quarters it emanates, pose an existential threat and should have no place in the new patriotic party. We must also be consistent in pursuance of our effort to address not just the challenges within, but more importantly, the challenges that bedevil our motherland. In governance, there are ups and downs. Through the President J. Kufuor and President Nana Akufo-Addo periods, we succeeded at many things with monumental and transformational achievements. Their achievements, these two great presidents, their achievements will stand the test of time. We have also learned useful lessons in how to improve some things in the future. We must remain resolute and consistent in doing the right things again and in applying the lessons the next time. We must ensure that Ghanaians genuinely see the lessons we have learnt and are willing to apply the next time around. We shouldn't be shy about them. It is then that our fellow countrymen and women will give us another opportunity to serve. Ladies and gentlemen, an army that wants to win a battle must exercise discipline within its ranks. Too often, when we are yet to choose leaders, indiscipline, unacceptable language, and unpardonable behavior become the order of the day. In the end, when internal competitions are over, the attacks we would have launched on ourselves become fodder and ammunition which our opponents use to attack us. We experienced it in the 2024 campaign, and we should not let it happen again a second time. This is why I call on all Kukrudites to stop internal attacks now. Let's stop the internal attacks now. Let us rather focus on the attempt by the NDC to undermine our democracy and rule of law in trying to remove the Chief Justice. Let us focus on their clear intention to go after the Electoral Commissioner subsequently. Let us focus on the violence and thuggery their hoodlums carried out in the recent Ablekuma election, in full view of the police and cameras. I again call on His Excellency the President to bring the perpetrators to book and to remind them that the elephant never forgets. No matter how long it takes, we will prosecute the perpetrators when we assume office in 2029, inshallah. To the leadership of the party, I ask that you be firm and crack the whip so that discipline is maintained within our ranks. It is with discipline, humility, lessons learned, and the pursuit of a common good for Ghana that we can become the refreshed party we desire. Finally, in all our decisions today and in all our actions towards the reform process, let us be guided by the rule of what is in the best interest of Ghana. At dawn on December 8th, 2024, as I prepared my remarks to concede the election of 2024, my singular focus was on what's in the best interest of Ghana. I am fortified in my heart that as politicians, we should always be guided by what's in the best interest of Ghana at all times. What represents the best example to Ghana's children? What is in Ghana's best interest will always be in the best interest of the MPP. We cannot ever go wrong with that. Let us showcase it more and more as we reflect and rebuild. I have no doubt that notwithstanding the challenges ahead, of which there will be many, if we are united and disciplined and work hard, we will win the 2028 presidential and parliamentary elections by the grace of God. It is still possible. I wish us all a successful annual delegates conference. God bless you. God bless the MPP, and God bless our homeland, Ghana. Salamu alaikum.